Hello everyone, and welcome to our second unboxing of the Infernals models. I'm Jay Larson, the owner and operator of Discount Games Inc., also host of Chain Attack. And with me is Ashton Holbrook. Ashton's been doing the painting and assembly on my Infernals models, and we've been doing blog posts about it, etc.
Yep.
And so we're excited to do another unboxing. We have 4 items this time to look at. And so let's just dive right in.
Yeah.
So first off, I wanted to show kind of the concept art of these are the Cultists bands. So that is the unit, and then this is the weapon attachment of the unit. So this is what we're expecting, and here is the box we received. That this has 3 units of Cultists in it and 2 weapon attachments. So I'll go ahead and zoom in a little bit on
Trying to
find the leader.
Third grunt. There you go.
Okay.
So we got grunt number 1, it looks like, grunt number 2, based on the artwork, the unit leader, and I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that might be right.
Yeah. So these look pretty cool. Some of the detail that I like on them, I think as we were kind of talking a little bit, the scaling on these models is great. I think they're a true 32 millimeter scale. You know, there's been a little bit of size creep on some of the privateer press models, and this has been a good thing, I think, and has produced models that I think give you good detail, good size, and just generally all around good ability to work with. The masks are cool. Don't have to paint faces or eyeballs there. You know, maybe just paint them silver with a little bit of gold trim. You know, the cloaks are cool. A lot of detail there to work with.
So these remind me a little bit of the pain givers in Scorn.
Yes, yeah, the Beastmaster things. Yeah, exactly, they do. Yeah,
And I think it's going to be fairly common. You can take 3 units of this, and there'll be a lot of lists that you actually do take that. And so I like that for a unit that you're going to be seeing so commonly, and that kind of fits. It just fits the aesthetic of the faction well, and it also is a cool aesthetic on the models. And so I like that models that you are going to be commonly seeing kind of look this good.
Yeah, these are kind of probably going to sound like they're kind of be a bread and butter unit. Yeah, and they do have a good look to them, and I think carry the look of the what is it I'm thinking of, the faction. They carry the look of the faction well. So I was just looking on the artwork to see what arm goes with the leader here. Looks like it's the one raised up. Yeah, raised up with the
dagger going down.
Yeah, so something like.
And then he has a scroll in his other hand.
So something like this on this guy. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah,
that's neat. Awesome. So then the weapon attachment.
This is the weapon attachment. So the weapon attachment, I think, is actually a great looking model.
Very much so.
I don't know that you're actually going to see them get taken a ton in game, which is potentially unfortunate. But I do really like how
they look great.
The model turned out.
Yeah, and in fact, now that I think about it, I know what it reminds me of. There's a band called Molly Hatchet.
Okay.
There's a cover of one of their albums. I forget what album it is, but the guy he's on a horse, but he kind of looks like has a suit of armor that looks somewhat like this. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's kind of a random thought.
Okay, well, there you go.
But the sword's nice. Attaches really well here.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Yep. Sits right in there like that.
Okay.
And then the other hand, it looks like, is just like the artwork.
Hand of flame.
Yeah, kind of will sit about like that.
Okay, great.
Yep. So, very cool. Very cool pieces.
And just as a reminder, the reason for this kind of off color on it is that these are pre-production models, and they've put this dye on these models to help reveal any imperfections or things that they might need to work on. And so that's not how yours, when you purchase them, are going to look, but this is what we have going on right now.
Yeah, and the casting quality on these look pretty good. I don't see much by way of mold lines or anything that's going to be needed to clean up
Right,
too
yeah,
much on
yeah,
these
yeah, yeah.
guys. So they look nice.
Great. So the second of 4 that we're going to look at, we have the Greiver Swarm. So this is the concept art for the Greiver Swarm, so that we have an idea of what we're looking at. So obviously these come on a flight base, or will be placed on a flight base. And here's one that was assembled by Privateer Press, and on its flight stand, so you can get an idea of what it looks like.
And I do think that the model itself looks really cool. I kind of looks like a beholder a little bit. I love the fact that borrow this spear here to kind of point it out, that you have like an actual hole where the mouth is.
Right,
it's
yeah.
not just backfilled with white metal, but it's an actual hole.
Right.
But what I'm not digging, or I'm not too happy about, it's just the placement of this mold line.
Right.
Where the two halves join together.
Right.
And I'll show you that in a second. But I
do think that it kind of sticks out right now. I think that when it's primed and painted, hopefully it's not going to be as
there's
obvious.
It's going to definitely disappear a little bit, and there's some other stuff
You'll
you
probably
can
want to do a little bit of putty or something
Yeah,
like
a little
that
bit of putty. Yeah, but I mean, all in all, though, it's a really cool model, and you can see here. Let me just see if you'll stand. Yep. These are the two pieces unassembled, and it's kind of a lock and key setup.
Okay.
Right. And so you've got a nice little recess here, and so if you're one that even wants to like add LEDs into your army or something like that, this would be a great model for that, because you've got the space for it, and that's all it's going to be is just two pieces
locking together like that.
Locking together.
Cool.
This one needs a little bit of cleanup on the seam, but you guys get the idea there.
Right.
Looks pretty good. This one I think fits together a little better.
So you sometimes use the flight stands from Privateer Press. Sometimes you go with other options. What are some of the other things that you've used in the past?
Sometimes I'll just use a little bit of wire.
Okay.
I'll take a small, 3/32 or 8-inch wire,
There you go.
and drill a hole in the bottom, and then just paint that wire the same color as the base.
Okay.
I think that sometimes looks good. I don't know. I've never been a big fan of clear flight stands like that. It's just a personal taste, I think.
Sure.
So I'm not sure what we'll do on this one. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, the next item that we're going to look at, that's one of the ones we've had in the past.
Yep.
From the last unboxing.
Yep.
So the next item we have to look at is the Soul Stalker.
Yes. Yeah. This one, gosh, I love this model. This one looks great. Sits on a 50mm base, so it's a large, heavy beast. But man, it's just got a ton of detail and character going on with it. Very organic looking, very much fitting in with the theme of Infernals. And the assembly of it too. I mean, when you're looking at it from the front like this, you can't even tell where the white metal and where the resin is beginning and ending. You flip it around on the back, you can see it there, but even then on this piece here, it's probably not going to take any gap filling on this at all.
Right.
So this is just a beautiful model, and let's get a good look at the face there on this one here. Has some of the dye on it. Just really cool detail on that face.
I mean, I think they just did really a fantastic job on this sculpt and this model.
I agree. This model's got a lot going for it. I love it when a model has movement to it.
Right.
And with the way that this is kind of weaving around and twisting up, and what's left of these corpses here, this model's got a lot going for it. It's going to be a fun one to paint.
And it's, like you said, it has movement, but part of what's exciting about it is that just the concept of it is cool. This horror that has gotten a hold of the physical body of its victim, and then it's sucking out its soul, and it just is really well executed.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun with that one. Here's the white metal pieces for that model.
Okay.
And then the resin pieces, here's the main base there, the main body, and then of course the head. So you've got a 6-piece
That's
model
actually
count.
pretty impressive that they're able to use that few pieces to get into
Do that. Yeah.
this model right here.
Yeah.
So
very well done.
Yeah,
very
great
well
job.
put together on this one. So, and even I didn't see this detail on the finished one, but right in here you got
his
body parts and stuff in there too.
body parts that fell off.
Yeah, it looks like a trencher's leg maybe.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, and look at this too.
Oh, down there's the
Yeah, and like you can see his soul
head with
being
his
sucked
soul.
out of
Yeah.
his. Oh, that's really cool. I didn't notice that
Yeah,
at
that's
all.
sweet.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be a fun one to paint. Yeah, very cool.
kudos to Private Press. They did
Yes.
a great job on this one.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
this is probably the one I'm the most impressed with so far, I think.
Are you saying of this batch or?
No, next to Amadeus, not Amadeus, but the lady with the tentacles.
Okay.
She's visually, I think,
Zadaroth.
Zadaroth. Okay, yeah, she was cool, but this is a good looking model.
Okay, so we're now ready for what I was most excited about. This is the Infernal Gate. So when I received a message that this was shipping to me, I was actually kind of shocked because I didn't think that it was going to be ready or shipping to me, and so very excited to see this.
And there's no artwork on this either.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a big reveal.
All right. Well, let's take a look at it. So it looks like 2 big pieces. And
Yeah. Yep.
about like that. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so
cool.
it'll be interesting to see how people decide to place the two halves.
How much gap you want to give it.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
Do you think it's steady enough that you can potentially turn it and we'll do a few different angles?
My steady painter's hands.
Then once we're done with this rotation, we'll go ahead and do some close-ups on the other parts of the gate. And
This one.
there you go. So what's your initial reaction to this model?
It's kind of cool. I don't know a lot about the structures in the game, but I know Menoth's structure, the temple. I really like the look of that one.
Right.
I'd be excited to see Khador get one. So I think, when you think about the structures that I have seen, with like Menoth's in particular, it fits their theme, right?
Right, yeah.
You look at it, you know it belongs to Menoth. I think
Right.
you look at this, you know it belongs to the Infernals. There's this mixture of an organic look to it with the bones, the bone-like pattern there, and then also I like that this curved sweeping top, something that I think is kind of a cool theme as well. I don't know. It's cool. It's cool.
One of the things that's interesting about it, or I think is going to be fun about it, is that I think one of the parts of Infernals that's going to be interesting to see when people pick their color schemes is going to be like what sort of glow color or glow effect they end up picking to personalize their army. And I think that this is a model that you can potentially
Have a lot of fun with that.
show off what you decide to go with.
Because these gaps you got here where those glowing effects are going to go, these are decent sized gaps, and
Right.
it's not just something where it's like you're going to paint it a color and move on.
Right.
You could actually do some shading and some
variation, right.
highlighting there and really make some nice cool glowing effects. And this is kind of something cool too I've seen here with the Infernals. If we could just kind of look at this one piece right here. I've been noticing this more and more on Privateer Press models, and I think it's really cool. But you've got kind of this surface detail being added in there kind of after the fact, and here on this piece too. And I just think that's really cool. It gives some
character
some
to it.
character,
It's not just like a flat plastic.
right, exactly, and you get it down here in the stone too.
Right.
And I think that's a nice detail that Privateer Press throws in there that I've just not seen them do much of before. So So it'll make for painting definitely more interesting.
Do you think that, so if we go to some of the areas like in here, do you think that many people will do some OSL lighting?
Object source lighting. Yeah, I definitely think it has the opportunity for that. You know, because you can really make some nice glowing effects coming from that. And then same here too, you know, along where these runes are, you could do that. And there's even a ridge kind of along the line where this kind of bony structure ends and where the column begins. You could even put a little OSL along that whole edge there. And so that when you're looking at it from the front, you're kind of getting a backlight effect. So, I mean, there's a lot of painting opportunity on this for as simple as the model is, 2 pieces.
Right.
There's a lot of painting opportunity here that I think could be really cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, so we looked at 4 different things: the Cultists, the Grievers, the Soul Stalker, and this gate. What's your overall impressions on
I think
what they're doing here?
The quality still looks great. I think the style for Infernals is very unique without being too radically different from previous Privateer Press stuff. And another batch of exciting stuff to paint. This worm, soul-sucking worm, is going to be fun. And you know, and as big as this is, and as cool as the structure is, from a painter's perspective, I actually think this is a cool opportunity, because you could make it as simple as you want, or you could make it as complex as you want. And I think either way, it would still be a great looking model on the table once painted.
I think I think it'll be interesting to see how far apart they end up doing these, but I think I actually like kind of the closer effect, where it's almost like you can see the circle
being formed. Yeah, and it's kind of hard to get these guys level with the tabs on the bottom, but yeah, you could. What I think would be interesting is so this summons other creatures, I assume.
It does some shooting, and then when you summon it, you can place stuff near it, stuff like that.
Okay, I think from a modeling perspective, something that might be cool is getting one of the things that it can summon and from.
Have something like emerging from the gate.
Have it look like it's emerging. You know, you can probably do some really cool stuff with clear plastic, decals, LEDs. I mean, this has got some serious potential to it, I think. So
awesome.
Yeah, it'd be a cool model. It's gonna be fun to paint, like the rest of the line.
Yeah. Well, so again, I'm very excited to see what you do with these.
Me too.
If you're interested in Infernals, and if you've gotten excited from these unboxing videos, we do have up through September now available at discountgamesinc.com. Just do a search for Infernals, and you will get to start doing pre-orders on your models that are coming out soon.
Awesome.
Well, thank you again, Ashton, and thank you everyone for watching this video.
Thanks, Jay.